Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to show you the top 5 best video editing motherboards of 2023. Through extensive research and testing, I have put together a list of options that will meet the needs of different types of buyers. For more information, I have included links in the description box down below. Now, number 5 on the list is MSI Arsenal Gaming. AMD Ryzen MSI is one of the best brand choices that you can make for your next PC build, as it's known to offer a wide range of motherboard options, and some of its budget offerings are truly great value for money. Looking at the memory lanes, it's quite impressive that there are 4 memory lanes available on this motherboard, and it has a max memory capacity of up to 64 GB with clock speeds up to 2133 MHz, which is quite decent. If we look at the other sections, it has a shielded PCIe X16 slot for your graphics card and 3 additional PCIe slots for expansions as well. For the storage, you can use the 1X M.2 slot, which comes along with its separate heatsink. Apart from that, there are a total of 6 SATA ports available that you can use to connect all your high-capacity drives. Taking a look at the I/O, it includes 3 X USB 3.0 ports, 2 X USB 2.0 ports, 1 X Ethernet, 1 X HDMI, audio ports, and more, which makes it one of the best budget-friendly motherboard options out there. Now, number 4 on the list is ASUS ROG Strix B550F Gaming. As you might already know, ASUS is one of the most popular brands in the industry, mostly because of its reliable and feature-rich high-end products. From such a reputed brand, we have picked up this newly launched ASUS ROG Strix B550F Gaming motherboard that comes in the ATX form factor and features an AMD AM4 socket. That said, it's compatible with most of the latest AMD chipsets, including the 3rd generation Ryzen CPUs. It's a great choice for high-end PCs, as it features a total of 4 memory lanes that accept up to 128 GB memory with clock speeds as high as 4400 MHz, which is simply better than most other options on this list. If you look at the design, the PCIe slots are well shielded. Every module features its own heatsink, including the 2 M.2 slots as well. With the latest PCIe 4.0 technology, it ensures you get the best and fastest experience possible and get fast data transfer speeds from all your storage drives. For further storage expansion, you also get 6X SATA ports on this motherboard as well. Talking about other slots, there is one PCIe X16 4.0 port for your primary video card, and 4 additional PCIe slots for expansion cards. Coming to the I/O section, it's well shielded and comes with 2 X USB 2.0 ports, 1 X Ethernet, 1 X DisplayPort, 1 X HDMI port, 4 X USB 3.0 ports, 1 X USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-C port, 1 X USB 3.2 Gen 2 type of port, audio ports, and more. Not only that, but this motherboard also features onboard Wi-Fi 6, 802.11ax as well. Now, number 3 on the list is GIGABYTE Z390 AORUS Pro Wi-Fi. If you are essentially looking for a premium motherboard option, don't forget to check out the wide range of options offered by GIGABYTE, which is quite a highly popular brand in this industry. Unlike other motherboard options, this ATX motherboard stands out as it comes with RGB lighting, which is one major aspect of any premium build. As for the performance, it comes with one of the best Z390 chipset and an LGA 1151 chipset, which supports all Intel 8th and 9th Gen Core i9, i7, i5, i3, Celeron, and Pentium processors. In fact, there are 6 SATA connectors also available on these high-end motherboards, so storage isn't going to be an issue for you. If we talk about the PCIe slots, it has one PCIe X16 and one PCIe X16 slot that comes with shielding. So if you are thinking of building a dual GPU setup, this is the right motherboard for you. Apart from that, there are 4 additional PCIe slots as well, which you can use for adding other expansion cards. But you might not need to use them, as it already comes with an onboard Intel CNVI 2x2 802.11 AC wireless card and ALC 1220VB audio codec as well. Moving to the I/O section, there are 1 X USB 3.1 type of port, 1 X USB 3.1 Type-C port, 2x USB 3.0 ports, 4x USB 2.0 ports, 1x Ethernet, 1x HDMI, and audio ports. On top of that, the build quality is extremely premium, and this motherboard is also covered under a 3-year-long warranty from GIGABYTE. Now number 2 on the list is MSI Z398 Pro Gaming Motherboard. As we mentioned before, MSI is quite a versatile brand when it comes to making motherboards, and all of its offerings provide great value for the money you spend. If we talk about this particular model, the MSI Z398 Pro is one of the most affordable and best value options for Intel-based PC build. It comes with a superior Z390 chipset and has an ATX form factor. The CPU socket used on this is the LGA1151, which is quite brilliant and supports all the processors from Intel, including the Intel Celeron, 9th generation Intel Core, 8th generation Intel Core, Intel Pentium Gold. Besides the CPU socket, you will find 4 memory slots that you can use to install up to 64 GB RAM on this motherboard, which is pretty decent. Speaking of the other connections, there are dual M.2 slots present for your fast-speed SSDs, and also have 6 additional SATA ports that will be helpful to you for connecting other storage options such as hard drives. If you are concerned about the expansion slots, this motherboard features a total of 6 PCIe slots of variable configurations, so you get a lot of different options to expand. As far as the physical connectivity ports are concerned, this motherboard features about 4x USB 3.0 ports, 2x USB 2.0 ports, 1x Ethernet, 1x HDMI, audio ports, and a few other additional ports. Now the last product on the list is GIGABYTE B450 AORUS Pro Wi-Fi. Coming up next, we have another budget-friendly offering from GIGABYTE which you can consider if you are low on budget, but want to make a powerful AMD-based build. Thanks to the B450 build and AMD AM4 socket, you can use almost any of the latest 3rd generation AMD CPUs with this motherboard, and even the AMD 1st and 2nd generation Ryzen with Radeon Vega graphics processors will work just fine with it. Coming over to the RAM section, this motherboard features 4 DIMM slots that support dual-channel non-ECC unbuffered DDR4 memory. In fact, you will also be getting up to dual PCIe Gen 3 M.2 NVMe with dual thermal guards, and 4 SATA ports for storage connectivity. On the other hand, if we take a look at the expansion slots, there are 1x PCIe 3.0 x16, 1x PCIe 2.0 x4, and 2x PCIe 2.0 x1 slots available on this board. One of the best features of this motherboard is that it features Intel dual-band 802.11 AC Wi-Fi despite having a very affordable price tag. It also has support for RGB fusion with digital LED and Smart Fan 5 with fan stop function. The I/O section comes with the shielding pre-installed and consists of connectivity ports like 1x USB 3.1 Type-A port, 1x USB 3.1 Type-C port, 4x USB 3.0 ports, 1x Ethernet, 1x HDMI, and audio ports. In addition, GIGABYTE also offers a 3-year-long warranty for this motherboard. I hope you liked the video. See you guys next time.